Hello, I'm Nelson Williams for GameOgre.com. If there's anything history has shown us, it's that gods will war. Mythology is filled to the frothing brim with gods pounding 7 shades of hell out of their fellows. Video games exploring this concept aren't exactly thin on the ground, but for some reason those gods always seem to be remote CEOs of GodCo Incorporated, nailed to a desk in an office somewhere while their followers and minions did all the real work. SMITE changes all that, taking the gods down from their lofty celestial perches and throwing them straight into the muddy, bloody action. SMITE swaps up the MOBA model by shifting to a first-person perspective where you're right in the fray along with your champion. No more commanding from afar, those fireballs and arrows are coming straight at your face. As an extra special bonus, SMITE takes advantage of this whole internet technology thing we got going to make every shot a skill shot. That's right, good aim is actually important again. Auto-targeting can suck it.
An ally has been slain. An enemy has been slain.
Aside from the new viewpoint, SMITE is typical of MOBA-style games. You have an arena map, you have a champion god to roll around with, and minions spawn now and then to charge down the lanes to their bloody deaths. Towers guard the way to the enemy base, packing heavy firepower that'll take your god apart in a few hits. Then there's the super special tower, Phoenix in this case. It comes as a last defense for the enemy line. Break their towers, murder their Phoenix, and then confront the Minotaur waiting patiently in the bad guy base, and you've won. Along the way to this violent conclusion, you'll earn gold, gain levels, learn new powers, and buy equipment to charge up your god's beefiness. In a genre that's rapidly barreling towards complexity like a freight train made of calculus, SMITE is refreshingly simple. The gods are straightforward in what they do, the level design is linear, and the items are more about raw bonuses than whiffy powers. Maybe it's just a symptom of the game being in beta, but sometimes a lack of options is a good thing, especially if you haven't spent the last 6 months memorizing every build and breakpoint in the game. You don't want to be that guy, and SMITE doesn't force you to take on his terrible countenance. It's a game you can just pick up and play.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Get out of this.
An ally has been slain. Team has destroyed a middle enemy tower.
If you are a Dark Prince of lanes and towers, SMITE is what you've come to expect. Aside from the perspective change, there's nothing really new here. The god characters look just like those little figures in the educational toy aisle at Target, and their powers are exactly what you think they'd be. The sun god shoots light lasers, the spider chick throws webs and bites people, and there's a monkey dude because there's always a monkey dude. You'll be seeing a lot of that monkey dude too, because he's one of the 5 characters on offer for us free-to-play scum in a 5-player game. Since characters are unique in each game, you better be right quick on the trigger to choose your god, otherwise it's monkey dude time for you. In one of my games, I watched the other team lock in their characters at a blistering pace, except for one last person. About a minute later, when the game started, she was stuck with the monkey. At the time, I imagined her staring at the selection screen, clicking uselessly on all the other locked out gods, before slowly reaching over for that last fatal monkey clip. Fortunately, you can dodge the monkey, which isn't a euphemism for something horrible your mother wouldn't approve of, by unlocking gods through the various points that fall into your account after every match. You'll probably want to do this as quickly as possible, which looks to be somewhere along the lines of 3 or 4 winning matches. As SMITE is still a tender young thing in game development terms, the list of gods is relatively small compared to the endless parade of other MOBA games. On the good side, there is enough selection to give you a go at gods with different playstyles.
An ally has been slain. The right Phoenix is under attack. Your team has destroyed the left enemy tower. An enemy has been slain.
This small selection brings up one of the biggest holes in SMITE. I realize SMITE is a beta with all that implies, and while the design is sound enough, the game lacks the charm and sparkle of its colleagues in Murder. League of Legends, for example, features an endless wave of characters to play, all with their own game-changing powers, backstories, and little sayings they belt out during a battle. In SMITE, by comparison, the battles are a valley of silence, broken only by weapon sound clips off the Common Video Game Sounds Volume 1 CD from Costco. Lined up against the challengers that stalk the MOBA genre, SMITE seems a little empty and barren. If I may make a suggestion to the developers of SMITE, they might want to look into creating a fantasy world around their game, and then pull in fresh, new gods from that world. That way, they'd have a clean slate to get their creative juices flowing, and they could experiment with new character designs and powers that just don't fit the relatively tame deities of Earth Prime. SMITE is onto something though. The close-in perspective does make the game a lot more exciting, a lot more immediate. While SMITE doesn't offer the complexity of other games in its genre, that's not exactly a bad thing. Not everyone is a hardcore gamer willing to dive into the thorny bushes of builds, equipment tiers, and combos. If you just want to get your game on, SMITE could be the game for you. If you're in the market for a new game, jump into the SMITE beta, take it for a test drive, see how it handles. Maybe SMITE will be your kind of ride. Just be quick about it, or say hello to Monkey!